Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to answer the question of how can I get more of what I really prefer in my personal life? How can I get what I want in my personal life? How can I have the situations that I want to experience happen? What can I do to have an effect on that, and can I even have an effect? Well, we're going to do this reading, so watch it all the way through to the end, and by doing the reading and giving you the information here, you're going to see that you can absolutely get more and more of what you truly prefer in your personal life, and it's super simple. Let's get started. Now look, the first thing to know is that you want to set an intention, and this is very important. Setting intentions might be a little different than what you first thought it was. An intention is a little bit of a words and emotion that you cast up here in this secret place called your consciousness, your inner canvas. Think of it like a little house that nobody can go to but you. And you know that's true because it's like this little inner world, right? It's like a little inner cage. There you are, inside of yours. You see other people represented by these birds. They're out there in their little cages. Now you don't see the bars on them, and that's because everyone's cage is open. It's an open mind. But you are the only one that can stay back here inside of yours. And that's the cool thing. Look, it's not a trap. It's the kind of bird cage where you can go out and come back in, but no one else can go there. And that's why there's no doorway right here, and that's why there's no other bar right there. So it's showing us that not only are we safe and protected back here in our own little imagination space, our consciousness, innermost self space. You'd call this your spiritual identity space. Not only are we safe back here as this spirit of God, but we also can come and go as we please and mingle with the other birds. Okay, now the second thing we see in this card is that intention space also is a space we want to bring the yellow and the white into. What's the yellow and the white? Okay, the white is obviously the white light. Look, I can't even hide it from the card. No matter what I do, it keeps getting brighter and brighter here. That white light is God, source, universe, or the idea that there is one power of good, of absolute good. This is not about good and bad. This is just about energy or a power that can create things in the world. Think about it like an absolute energy. Absolute energy. Think about it like electricity. Electricity is the same everywhere, and anyone can plug a plug into the wall to animate or operate any appliance. So it's in the same way. That white light is like this one power of good that is always there, always present. It's beyond good and evil. It's just power. Now, we're always able to bring that white light power into our little bird, into our bird. And our bird represents the thing that goes out and comes back, goes out and comes back, which is our words and our emotions, our words and our emotions. That's why there's two wings in the bird. They represent your words that you are casting out there in hopes that you'd have happen for you, and your emotions, the way you'd feel if those things happen for you. Because this video card reading is about getting more of what you prefer in your personal life. Make sure you watch it all the way through because there's going to be other cards here that are going to help you along this. Now look, we want to bring the white light and the yellow. Now the yellow is the part of our chakras called the solar plexus. That's not that important, but just know this about the color yellow. Yellow is joy. It's joy. Yellow is the color that represents when we mix our words and our emotions together up here in our bird cage. When we mix them together up here, we want to make sure we're picking things that are joyful, joyful, joyful. That's what everybody's doing. Look, they're all the little yellow-headed birds because they're using their mind space to only imagine and feel joyful things. In other words, they're not telling themselves stories of darkness or stories of loss or stories of, oh no, this is probably going to happen, or it's all going to fall apart, or oh, it'll never get to be what I want. Don't do that. That's silly. Think about this. If you do that, then the power is going to go out and come back as an experience of crap, of darkness. So wake up to this, which you are, or you wouldn't be watching this video. Good news is that we can use all this blue here. What's that? The blue is the throat chakra, which just means our communication system. The light blue is our words that we put out into the world. And then the darker blue, that's the third eye, indigo. Indigo. into me I go. So we go within, we use our words to conjure up joyful scenes in our secret place, in our birdcage that no one else can go. No one can rob us of what we are imagining and feeling. We have full authority. You're the only authority in there who gets to vote for and choose what you want to do with that white light. Then what'll happen? You will have an understanding of what you are wanting to see come to you in the world. You will have a programming. You will program yourself to understand where to fly to out there in your day-to-day life to find the thing that you were imprinting up here, hoping for. That's what faith is. It is the assurance of the things that we hope for. It's the very substance of what we will soon see come to pass in the world. All that's left now is to just press that play button. What's that? To play around with this. Play around with imagining and feeling something, then letting it go, and just seeing how that reflection comes back. And that's really what's going to happen next. So we can't force the world to bend and do what we want. No. We have to take a very passive or a very gentle, those aren't the right words. We want to take a very relaxed position, a neutral position on this whole thing, because we're going to trust that God, Source Universe, is in control and that we've casted our little vote and that's enough. That we don't have to make the thing happen, that it already exists out there somewhere, and that we are now programmed our GPS, our God positioning system, and let the Creator, come on now, the cards come out so fun like this. We let the Creator bring that yellow joy and white light into our experience. So let go of what you were hoping for, and now allow it to unfold, allow the fluttering, which means that just show up for your day-to-day life. Do whatever's right in front of you. Have that relaxed state of being. If something out there disturbs you, pause and take a breath. When we pause and we just take our focus onto our breathing, a few long, slow, deep breaths, it dials down all of the strong emotions or any strong connections to any scary things out there. It gives us that blank canvas space. It really helps us return to our little bird cage where we can then get calm again and feel safe and protected with the Creator. We might even revisit our little hope and dream and love on it again with our mind, with our words and our emotions, and then let it go again. Give it a little bit more of a vote when that comes up. What we don't want to do is freak out when the world and its people around us are behaving. Instead, we want to use the ability to pause and get calm by taking a few mindful, conscious breaths and really feeling that emotion dialing down so that the stories can dial down so we don't react and do something that we would regret. Now, the next card that comes out is this celebration. You really want to be up here celebrating the idea that life is really kind of cool. Even if it's raining out, we can stay walking on water. That's what we're just talking about. We can stay pausing and breathing as information and people's behaviors happen around us. We don't have to get attached to the wetness of the rain. We can dance in it. We can let it fall loosely down around us. And as we're doing that, we're going to be staying buoyant, staying activated, staying in that beautiful white light and blue communication system that you see here in the background. This is just going to lead to a joyful experience of day-to-day life. We're going to start seeing some cool things, even in some of the more poor behaviors of others, or some of the little things that used to rub us the wrong way are just going to kind of fall off like loose leaves, or roll off us like a duck in the rain. Before you know it, all of that is going to lead to reflections of what you were hoping for up here, your dreams, your hopes, your desires that you conjured up and voted for. They're going to start to come to pass as little metaphorical or literal reflections. Little flowers are going to start to bloom. With that yellow, it's going to come up in the world. That's why they're flowers. Okay? It went from an idea in your mind, in your spiritual space, a yellow, joyful idea, there's the joy card, and it came up now into this serene world that you are with the white light and the blue, it comes out and sprouts out of the rain and the droplets of day-to-day experiences. You can see that. And before you know it, you're going to be looking at all of these little growths of your manifestation of your preferences coming to pass. Make sure that you smell the flowers, right? Stop and smell the roses, and in this case, the sunflowers, so that you can really hold on to your joy. Keep your joy going and flowing. And before you know it, that original blueprint that you created up here, it has to come to pass. You'll find it along the path. It'll be some of the flowers, and you will know that life is very simple, that there's nothing to fight, that you don't have to, beg for something to happen, none of that. You don't have to work harder, just a little smarter. And it's not that we're not smart, it just means a little more smarter, meaning easier, effortless, a little more enjoyable, a little more relaxed. So, watch videos like mine. I'll be here to help calm the emotions, entertain your heart, give you a little vibration. The ripe stuff's coming down from the start. The things that you imagine and feel up in your secret place are going to fall down from the tree of life, and you're going to be able to have them when they are ripe and ready. Oh, so goody good. So that is an approach to how to get more of what you're looking for in your personal life. You can watch other videos on my channel which will help support your spiritual living. Know that the more you are able to see yourself as a spiritual being having a human experience, then the more you're going to be able to use these simple concepts and practices to live life in a joyful way and to embrace the things that you really want to see renewed in your life day by day by day. There you go. There's your new selfie. And she can do this in the winter, the spring, the fall, all 4 seasons that we're seeing here. She can bring renewal and growth day by day by day. That's why she's wearing the red root chakra robe and the crown, because she is the one that is consistently bringing those beautiful, joyful ideas into the world, regardless of the weather. And she is able to allow the Creator to build for her or reveal to her the joyful increase of the flowers of her hopes and dreams coming down. So goody good, my friend. Like this video, please hit that little like button. It helps the algorithm. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And you can always set an intention that you'll be led to another video, or you'll find another video on my channel that will be helpful to you after this. And you just will. Plus, leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought about all of this. Let me know what's on your mind or what you want to say. Any feedback is always helpful for me. I appreciate you. In any event, you don't have to do any of that. I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate you again. I'll see you soon because I publish every day. Let's get together tomorrow. Goodbye.